Hello, how are you? I'm Nick Hennigan, and this is episode number 20, would you believe, of the Maverick Diaries, or How to Make a Crisis Out of a Drama. A period of time with Maverick Theatre when I was involved in creating a new play called A Ghost of a Chance, which premiered in Birmingham. Finally starred Paul Henry, forever known as Benny in Crossroads, a boy called Justin Luke Towler, and the voice of John Slater. And this is a diary, a stream of consciousness that I kept during that spring and summer in 1997. It was unusual. It was May. This is an unusual May as well in 2020 with lockdown. Still need a haircut, as you can see. I'm trying this on a different recording medium as well, so I hope this works okay. And I don't know what, it's technical. I'm really good at being technical. Ask John Slater. He'll tell you. And so I'd just like to say thank you very much as well for people that have emailed and been in touch via Facebook and online. I had a lovely email from LinkedIn as well from John James. Thank you, John. John features in these tales. And as I say, I started doing this because of a conversation I had with a television producer who thought it might be interesting. Get down, haircut. I also was talking last time about being at Shakespeare's Globe on the South Bank, and funnily enough, I came across this just today. It smells to heaven, which is a quote from Hamlet, but the pen's from Shakespeare's Globe on the Bankside in London. I think this is quite an old pen, and being a bit of a working class sort of anorak, I collect pens, and I actually found some RSC socks as well, which I might share with you next time. Excitement, I know. But for now, I'll get on. We're in the UK. The weather's been very hot. I think it's the driest May on record. It's been sunny, the temperature in the 20s, in the 70s. It's been like summer, August weather. That broke, however, yesterday. So now the temperature's slightly below what it used to be in May. But hey, English weather. It'll all work out in the wash. I'm going to try and keep these episodes a bit shorter as well. Thank you again for your feedback. You can like us on here. 28, I think we've got there. 27 followers. Woo! Who'd have guessed? And you can do all sorts of things. I'm not quite sure why, but younger people than me tell me it's a good thing to do. So press the little thumb. You can actually subscribe as well and press a bell, which I've started to do now with some technical stuff. And indeed some of the other, I'm not comparing myself with other theatrical websites and YouTube channels, but there's some good stuff available. Anyway, I'll get on with May. It was an unusual time for me and indeed for the whole country. One or two very dramatic events to come. But stick around, as they say in all the best soap operas. But now we go back to Sunday, the 6th of July, 1997. Excuse me. Sunday the 6th of July. 9 weeks to go. Most of this week has been taken up with trying and, to an extent, succeeding to raise some commercial freelance work. I've got to try and break out of this poverty trap, and there ain't nobody going to do it for me, sister. I had a cheeky beer or two with Slater on Friday, who reminded me that A Ghost of a Chance goes up in about 9 weeks. Whoops! Every show is the same, you know. You think you have forever, and then the next thing you know, you're into rehearsal and the first night is looming. Life is just flying by at the moment. To remind myself, I decide I'll count the weeks down as I write this, as you can see above, by the date. I think my sleepless nights this week is the old subconscious telling me that time is slipping by. So I'm pleased to report that I've had a good bash at the script this weekend, and I've sent Justin's licence application off. It's given my tiny mind no end of amusement that you have to obtain a licence to work with a child in theatre in the UK, and I take a childish delight in telling the boys at the auditions that I have to get a licence for them. Just like a dog. They smile and humour me, especially as dog licences no longer exist. And talking of time, we have only 2 weeks until Up and Under, and we're still one cast member short. So I better phone Julia, the director. Oh, by the way, the Eastenders TV director, Julia Smith, has passed away rather sadly. We had a letter for her and 2 phone calls from friends at the BBC, including one poor confused chap who spoke to John Slater and couldn't understand how his dead friend could be directing a play in Birmingham. Different Julia Smith, obviously. Did I mention here I had an email from the producer Jerry Boehm in Los Angeles about Ghost of a Chance? He's obviously forgiven me for knocking him back over Henry V Lion of England, or at least referring him to my agent. I still can't get used to saying that. My agent. Anyway, he's very keen to keep in touch with Ghost of a Chance. I think he wants to fly over to see it, but he has a show in Washington that week. Still, you never know, do you? I really fancy LA. I've never been to the west coast of the USA. A lot of people on the east coast of the USA say I'd quite like it because they're all a bit mad over there as well. Read what you like into that. I have an email moment with Betty Fox, Justin's mentor and agent, over his licence. She's quite confident that there won't be any problems from his parents over the production, and I hope so. Having sent Justin's licence off, I turn my mind to other practical matters. I need to make a list. So, 1. Lose the Christmas angle on the play. At the moment, it's set on Christmas Eve, mainly because when I started to write A Ghost of a Chance, I was attempting to write a small-scale version of A Christmas Carol, probably to put on in a pub. But I think the Christmas angle will make the verse less relevant for the rest of the year. 2, I must chase Andy Moss, who is designing the artwork. 3, I must add a bit more father and son closeness to the script. If the audience is not convinced they are close, we might have a problem with empathy. 4, arrange a production meeting with John Adams, Rob Williams, my long-time term collaborator from the Henry days who's doing the music, and the Theatre Royal Nottingham, who might be able to help us with the set. 5, arrange to work with the boy Justin. I want to prepare him as much as possible for the job in hand. Although he's carried some quite big parts, I don't think he's had to act as much as he'll need to with A Ghost of a Chance. I want to arrange some sessions whereby we can work on him releasing himself. I think he's technically very able, but I want to prepare his acting canvas for when John Adams starts painting the pictures. Good, that's a list. I've just spoken to Julia Smith. We now have the full cast for Up and Under. Phew. Rehearsals will start next Friday, which means they will have 9 days to get the show done. This is a little tight even for us, but Julia is the director, and as long as she's happy, then I am too. All we need now is an audience.